Good morning to all the participants of teaching practice. Today we have a very important session on how to make this session in physical education creative. When we talk about Bloom's taxonomy, this is widely used in education sector. When we talk about education sector in school, colleges, and all the education organizations, this Bloom taxonomy is used. This taxonomy gives us a fair bit of idea about how this session, uh, how a child can be promoted to be creative. Now, to make a child creative is not just a magic wand, just to um, do some mantras and here you get the result. No, it is not at all like that. There are some processes, and for that process, Bloom's have created a taxonomy. He has created a hierarchy model, and let's see how it fits into the physical education teaching practice. Over the screen, you can see the 6 vertical models. Fantastic. Now, when it comes to a physical education session in particular, everyone wants their athlete, their student to be creative when they play in the field. Whether they play basketball, whether they play football, whether they play hockey or any other sport or even recreational, they want the child to be creative. Every coach, every teacher wants his child to come up with new solutions in a game situation. But it is not possible. It is not a common practice to witness creativity. A child may be a good player in terms of skill, but when it comes to creativity, it is always a disappointment for the coach, for the teacher. Now, why? Why the creativity is not being reflected? Let's try to understand through the Bloom's taxonomy. According to Bloom's, the most important aspect for a teacher when they conduct sessions is to create the knowledge aspect, because if a teacher wants their child to understand the concept, knowledge has to be provided. Without providing the knowledge, understanding is not possible. So, the first important aspect is about providing knowledge, that is, ability to recognize, ability to remember. So, for that, you need to give lot of different kinds of information. Till the time you don't give different types and kinds of information, an athlete or a child may not be able to understand, because to understand he has to know something. Till the time he doesn't know anything, he doesn't remember anything, he won't be able to understand. In hindi if you say, yes, you can say that आप जानते बहुत कुछ हो लेकिन पहचानते नहीं. जानना और पहचानना are two important aspects. You may know lot of things, you may be knowing many things, but you may not understand everything. So to understand, the basic thing is about knowing, that is remembering, recalling the facts. So in physical education also, it's important that you need to create varieties, you need to give varieties, different type of concepts, different type of uh, skills to the child. Only then the child will be able to understand, because if the child does not understand, he will never be able to apply. The coaches want their child to apply the concepts, but what happens? They are not able to. Whatever is being trained, whatever is being taught, they are not able to apply in the match. The major reason. The major reason why they are not able to apply, have not understood the concept because they don't remember it out. So if coach or teacher want their athletes or students to apply the skills, apply various concepts, it's very important for them that those athletes should be able to understand those skills, understand those concepts too. And to understand, the prerequisite is to remember, to know about those concepts. If the child or the player does not know about it, he will never be able to understand. And till the time a child is not able to understand the concept or understand the skill, he or she will never be able to apply it. So it's very important that just giving knowledge about the skills, about various aspects of the sports is not the end of the story. You have to create a platform wherein child or athlete starts understanding those skills and concepts. And the moment they start understanding, you will see that they will be able to start applying on the field. One of the biggest issues with athletes is that you make them teach, you make them understand, you make them apply. Later on, they are not able to compare, they are not able to analyze, they are not able to correlate. But how will they be able to compare? How will they be able to analyze, or how will they be able to correlate? Till the time you have not given variety of options to apply. Because very simple, if you want a child to compare you need to have more than one situation. To compare you need to have more than one skill experience. But if the child has only done only one skill, if the child has only been provided only one type of experience, there is nothing for the child to compare. So because you have made the athlete to apply only one condition, in one condition only, you have made the child to apply only one skill only. How will he analyze? Because to analyze, you need to have more than one experience. With one experience, you cannot analyze. So, but how will you provide an opportunity to apply more than one experience or more than one skill till the time you have not made the child to understand different type of skills, different type of conditions? And why and how will a child understand different of conditions, different type of skills till the time you have not provided information about various type of skills? So the most important thing is to provide different types of information to the athlete, that is different type of skill to the athlete, and then later on make them understand those concepts. Till the time the children doesn't understand those concepts, they will never be able to apply it out. And till the time they are not able to apply more than one concept, more than one skill, and skills in more than one or more different type of condition and situations, they will be never able to analyze. They'll be never able to break the information into small pieces to compare or to correlate. Because for that, as I told you, that you actually need to have more than one experience. And this is the hierarchy model which goes towards creativity. Because to be creative, you need your child to able to make judgments. To make judgments that which is good, which is bad, what is needed, what is not needed. And to make judgment about what is good, what is bad, what should be done, what should not be done, which information should be used, which information should not be used, that is evaluation ability. If you want your child that he or she should be able to make judgments about what skill to do, when to do, how to do, what to do, this cannot be developed until and unless a child is not able to develop the analytical skills. So, till the time you don't provide opportunity for the child to analyze, he or she will never be able to evaluate or make judgments. And if the child is not able to make judgments about what is good, what is bad, when to do, how to do, where to do, what to do, where is the creativity? And creativity is all about creating something new. And creating something new is about making decisions, making own decisions, creative decisions on when to do, what to do, why to do, and how to do. And for that creativity, the most prerequisite is evaluation skills. But for the evaluation skills, the prerequisite is analysis skill. For analysis skill, the prerequisite is to apply application abilities. And for developing the application ability, the prerequisite is understanding skills. And for understanding, the prerequisite is knowledge, information, and remembering. So this is how the hierarchy model moves out. And when we talk this, when we take this Bloom's taxonomy and try to place it out into physical education, you see, you want, for example, creativity. Creativity is, for example, in a match, you want a child to take his and her own decision according to the need of the situation, according to the demand of the condition, according to the type of opponent. For this creativity, the child should be able to evaluate that what a child should do and what child should not do and when to do and how to do. But to make this ability, to develop this ability of evaluation, he should have more than one experience. More than one experience so that he can analyze, he can compare, he can analyze the skills, he can, you need to break down that whole experience into various small parts. For that, you need to provide multiple skill experiences. You have to provide opportunity for the child to apply more than one skill. For example, this is where we talk about providing opportunity for locomotor skill, manipulative skill, non-locomotor skill, providing opportunity to apply and use running, jumping, skipping, galloping, pushing, pulling, kicking, hitting, striking, bending, turning, twisting. All these are variety. Till the time child is not able to apply this variety, how the child will be able to analyze it out? And if the child is not able to analyze, how will he able to evaluate and go towards creativity? Because your child has not been given opportunity. Now, to apply different type of skills, to apply different type of skills, it's not easy, because till the time that the child, the athlete does not understand those skills, how will he apply? It's very important. There is the point wherein we use feedback methods, we use guided discovery method. In guided discovery, we make the child to think about it. We ask questions wherein child himself discovers a solution and finds an answer to it. Finding an answer means, that means a child is able to understand. And the moment the child starts giving reflections of understanding a skill or understanding a movement, you can easily see the transformation that child is able to apply. Now, once you start, you may be focusing only on one aspect or one skill or one, then only that only. If you want the child, your athlete, to apply more than one aspect or more than one idea or more than one skill, you need to make them understand on different and variety of ideas.
हम व्हाट्सएप पर फोटो भी भेजे वो लिखा है
So
भाई
but when we do this, aspect, then you find creativity. Now let's come to the teaching practice aspect. To create, to develop creativity in your child, you have to provide different experiences, variety of experiences in terms of skill. That is, in terms of skill, you need to provide locomotor skill. You have to create, provide variety of non-locomotor skills. You have to provide variety of manipulative skills. Along with skills, for better understanding, you have to create different conditions. You have to develop the skills under different space awareness in terms of direction, in terms of pathways, in terms of levels. Along with the space awareness, you can also provide it with different effort awareness. And along with space and effort awareness, you can also use relationship awareness of with their own body, with the external object, with the other athlete. These type of variety of movement need to be provided, wherein the child or the athlete starts understanding those concepts, which the base is providing information. Till the time you don't provide information, how will the child understand? Till the athlete doesn't remember those, how will the child understand? And till that time the child is not able to understand, how can he apply? And if the child is not able to apply, an analysis is difficult. And if analysis is difficult, evaluation and creativity is the most difficult task. You can just think about it, but you will never get it out. So if you come back to the session, okay, now think about your teaching practice. Are you able to provide different type of informations in your teaching practice session? What you're providing? How are you conducting your session so that child is not only getting information, but he is also getting the understanding? And out of the understanding, how many of those concepts the child is able to apply it? And when the child is able to apply it, are you able to use guided discovery and other methods, pedagogy, wherein you give opportunity for the athlete or the child to analyze those skills? Because if the child is not able to analyze those skills, how will he be able to evaluate what is good, what is bad, what is good for him, what is suitable for him, what is not suitable for him? How will you modify the technique according to his and her own needs and requirement? Because till the time the athlete is not able to modify the skills according to his and her own requirements and likings, where will be the opportunity of giving space for creativity? Creativity cannot happen. The child will never come up with a new skill. The child will not be able to deliver a unique skill according to the need and requirement of the situation and condition of the match or of the according to the opponent. So this is the Bloom's taxonomy model, which starts from remembering to understanding. Because the moment you start remembering, then slowly you start develop understanding the skills. And once you start understanding those skills, you will start applying those skills. And once you start applying those skills, you will start analyzing. And once you analyze those things, you'll be able to evaluate. And once you're able to evaluate the skills, surely creativity will come automatically. Once again, if I just recollect what we discussed in this Bloom's taxonomy, is about the base being the providing knowledge, providing information, making the child remember about various amount of skills, variety of skills. And after providing the informations and knowledge about the skill. The other task, the next stage is to make the child understand those skills, create opportunities for the child to understand those skills. What is the skill about, how the skill looks like, how the skill feels like, to provide an opportunity. The moment the child gets a better understanding of the skill, the child will then start applying those skills, because without understanding, application of this skill will never happen. You may teach many things, you may give information knowledge about many things, but the child will never be able to do till the time the child does not understand. And the moment the child starts understanding it, you can easily see it, those reflections in the match, in the practice sessions, because then the only the child starts applying it out. And the more variety, the more variety of skills the child starts applying, the analysis parts improve. The more the child will be able to compare, the more child will be able to correlate the skills, the more the child will be able to analyze the skills. Okay, last time I did this time I did this. Okay, I did 4 different type of skills. This skill is suitable for me, this skill is for this aspect, this skill is for that aspect. I should use A skill for under this condition, I can use B skill for this type of condition, I can use C skill for this type of condition. I'll be able to compare between the skills. But I was able to compare between the skills because I was able to apply more than one skill. So you have to provide opportunity to apply, then you will be able to analyze. And once I'm able to compare between A skill, B skill and C skill, only then I'll be able to create judgments that which is good under this condition, which is good under that condition, which is good under this situation, or which is good under that situation. This judgment ability is all about evaluation skills. And when a child is able to do that evaluation skill about what skill to do under which conditions, then you can start expecting creativity from the athlete. So whenever there will be a new condition, whenever there will be a new situation, whenever there will be a new need or new requirement, the child will be able to offer a unique skill according to the need of the situation, without looking at the face of the coach or without scratching his head and wasting the time. And the the quicker he is able to take decisions, the faster he is able to take decisions. That is all about the difference between the a good and a very good player. Yeah, I hope I made some sense out of it. And was the end of the today's session.